Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great Monday. Well, we're going to be working again on the peacock, and I'm still down here in this water part. So yeah, but I just kind of felt like it. And I'm using my new little needle minder from Jill that I got this week. What am I doing here? Well, okay. Whoa, I'm telling you guys, some days. So I am using 2 strands, and I am doing the loop method, which means you take a piece of thread and you fold it in half. You have a loop at one end, and you have the 2 ends at the other. You go through the loop, pull it, and go on to the next stitch, and just kind of give it a little jerk. And that way that so-called knot will go underneath. I know some people do that loop method from the bottom, but I find that if I can see what I'm doing, then all is well with the world. Now, I'm not sure what color number I'm using. I don't have it right here. I just have the picture. I did start the other night working a little bit on the, what do you call it? The feathers, just to see how that would, stitch. And I think it's going to be fine. So I'm only using half cross stitches on this, and I think I have decided that I am only going to do half stitches on the 14 counts. I don't know, I did discuss this in one of my videos, that I don't know what's going to happen if there's half cross stitches already, so I don't know how all that will turn out. So we'll cross that bridge, when it happens. So, yeah. And here we are at Monday again. Yeah. 10 to 4 today. Yay. Not. I'm telling you, some days. Yesterday it wasn't a horrible day for me. It was just windy as all get out all day long. Of course, it wasn't like that when I got up. Oops, I missed the whole thing. Hang on. I just had it. Oh, what was I saying? I'm telling you, I hate that part. It wasn't bad for me, personally, but that wind was something else. I mean, it seemed like 50, 60 mile an hour winds. It was kind of bad out there. But yeah, that's where I left off. Hang on. So early, it wasn't like that. So I thought, well, I'll put some, what do you call it, bird seed in the bird feeders. Oh, geez. That one kind of hard. Very thin needle. Yeah, I put it in the bird feeder, and the birds enjoyed it for maybe an hour or two, and then that, like I said, 60 mile an hour winds. No, I never saw them the rest of the day. They must have been hiding out in the pine trees. I know I'd be hiding out in the pine trees if I was out in the elements. But yeah, that wind was just something else. Just something else. Okay, back to stitching. I needed a drink. Okay. Are you kidding me? This is what happens when I stitch and talk. Number one, I didn't hit the hole. So let's try it again. There we go. So, yeah. It was not fun. I didn't want to go out or go anywhere. Nope, had no desire. Molly, she wasn't out in it much either. She went out, did her business, and come back. And she was inside probably 99% of the day. Yeah. Because, yeah, it was bad. But I had nowhere to be, nothing to do. I had my wild rice with chicken and mushrooms in it. And it turned out weird this time. Not weird, but I didn't have a lot of liquid on it, so it turned out literally to be chicken with wild rice and mushrooms. Yeah. That was kind of odd, because usually I have a lot of liquid on it, you know, to make it into a brothy kind of soup, so I don't know. And I used 2 things of the Uncle Ben's wild rice, you know, packets. Not the kind that's the 90-second. I used the actual, let's cook this for 20 minutes. In Colorado, it's let's cook this for 45 minutes and maybe it'll be done. Yeah. So. Oh, goodness. And you notice I'm wearing my thimbles today because I've been jamming a needle into my index finger on the other side all day yesterday. I don't know what the heck was, whoops. Let's not cross that. Yeah, so it's kind of sore. And then the other one is tired from pushing the needle through this kind of fabric for hours on end. Yeah. Not happy. So I got 2 thimbles on today, because I don't think I can bear to jam my finger one more time. This actually looks like 996. I don't know that it is. I don't know that it isn't. But, yeah. Anyway, yeah, no. It's pretty painful. So, I didn't cook anything. I just had leftovers. It was awesome. And I found out that if I take I gotta take that off a minute. The thread, you know how you pull out one whole thread and cut it in half? Then it makes it shorter and it's a little bit easier. I don't like how that went through there. A little bit easier to not get it all knotted up. And yes, you have to change your thread a little bit more. But I think it's going to be a lot better. Oop. Thimble. Love these things. Carolyn, you enabled me. Oh, goodness. Yep, had to have them. Okay, we're back to starting it again. Whoa. Dang near missed it. Hope you can all see where I'm stitching. My daughter didn't call me all weekend. I don't know what she's up to. But I thought I'd just leave her alone for a few days, you know? We all need to be left alone for a couple days. Just every once in a while. Somebody asked me how good, whoops, I did it again, how good the coverage was on this for a half cross stitch. And I'll see if I can get you up close, but it looks pretty darn good, I think. Of course, I'm about half blind anyway, so, you know, you're going to have to, kind of figure it out on your own. I mean, as far as what you like and what you don't like. I would take 2 threads and I'd do a full cross, and then I'd take the same 2 threads and I would do like half cross stitches. And then if you thought that the half cross stitch didn't cover it, then I would use 3 strands and do a half cross stitch on a 14 count. Now I don't usually do a half cross stitch on my 11 counts. I just don't. But since I'm not real fond of 14 count anyway, you know, this is kind of enticing me to work on a 14 count. And this seems to be a good pattern. I mean, what do you call it? The symbols are real easy to see. I don't even know how many colors are in this. Now this is a Joy Sunday. So the symbols are very easy to read. Usually, you know, I might have to go look at the pattern paper, but 9 out of 10 times I don't. Sometimes I do if they're all kind of alike. Does that make sense? Because every once in a while you'll get 4 different colors of the same. 4 different colored symbols in there, and they're all doing 4 different things. It's just too much. And the same color, it's like, please, really? So, sorry. I need some water. Yeah, I woke up needing water instead of needing a cup of coffee. I had that part, but then all of a sudden it's like, I just need water. Just give me some water. Yeah, I know we just worked on this, what was it, 2 or 3 days ago? I'm sorry. It was there, and I wanted to make some more progress on it. If and I could. I'll just go over there. Didn't watch anything real exciting on Netflix this weekend. Every once in a while I'll find something new. I noticed that they put Out of Africa on there now. I haven't seen that movie in years. It used to be one of my favorite movies. Because I like Meryl Streep and I like Robert Redford. They were really good in that. I'm trying to look at the symbol here. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag it out of sight. It looked like there was another symbol there. Or a different symbol. And I just had to make sure. I don't know, you get to looking at it and just stitching. And then for some reason, it's like, what's wrong with that? Oh my. But I guess it's all the same symbol. I tend to run my thread all the way down as far as I can go. Now, then I was doing counted on 28 count, which is 14 count as well. And I forgot what, oh my God. This is getting bad, guys. What can I say? I don't mind working on the 28 count, what do you call it? Like even weave. It doesn't bother me nearly as bad. Oh, I was going to say the thread seems to go way further for some reason than on these canvases. Maybe because it actually gives, where Ada doesn't give very much. But I really like it. I can't believe I stitch on it. But, you know, and sometimes I will be in the mood to stitch on 28 count, and other times not so much. I just can't deal with counting, especially if I'm tired. So I have to do most of my stitching in the morning if at all possible. But I try to stitch before I go to bed. Sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. So I always have like a printed one over there in my stitchy spot. And that way I can just pick it up and put some stitches in it, and I don't have to count. I don't have to think, you know. And that works right really well for me, especially when my eyes are tired from, or I'm just totally wore out from work. And in the summer, it's a nightmare. We have people all the time. So, yeah. I'm trying to get a hold of it, guys. And hopefully you can see what I'm doing. It looks like 18 count right now. But we're good. We're good. And once I get started, I'm not too bad. I got all that part done. See there. I got to go back and put all that black in. Come on. Yeah, I can't believe I've discovered this. You know, for myself discovery, not a worldwide earth-shattering discovery for cross stitch. But yeah, it sure makes it a whole lot easier to do. Yike. Give it a try. If you don't like it, you don't have to stitch that way. There's no rules. None whatsoever. Well, there is one rule. Just make sure all your crosses are going in the same direction. I looked back over on that one I did yesterday, that mailbox one with the hummingbird. And there was a spot in there that I did all, you know, everything around it. And then like right here in the middle, there was one I actually did a full cross on. And one I did the slant going in the other direction. I was like, how do you do that? Really? Seriously. Alright, guys. I think that's going to be it for today. Kind of a short one today because I gotta go to work. Yay! So, thank you for joining me today and putting up with stitching on this 14 count again. I know. It's a new thing, so I have a new toy and a new way to do things, so I really want to make sure that it works. So, whoop, we'll just put that back up there where I won't lose it. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.